Most dollhouses, bigger ones, will probably, like if you're going to Savers, Goodwills, and thrift stores, you'll probably be able to at least double or triple your money if they're like $6, $7, $10 sometimes. Like dollhouses are big with girls. So, but if you find the dollhouses with parts inside them, it's even more.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? Steve here, Rake and Profit over at rakeandprofit.com, coming back to you with another video. And of course, we wouldn't be shooting this video if we weren't in a random hotel right now in Connecticut. We're here with Vinny again, the Toy Master. People are calling you that, man, on the streets. They're like, where's the Toy Master? I'm like, he's out getting toys.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess that's the new name I get. Not bad.
How you doing, man? Since the last
good.
videos, good?
Good, yeah.
So it's funny, he the other day he told me he got recognized. Well, you've been getting recognized multiple times at the thrift stores. So
yeah, a couple times now.
Yeah, so if you're in Connecticut and you're outsourcing and thrifting for toys, if you see Vinny,
yeah, just say hi.
Yeah.
I might have a tip or two for you if you talk to me.
It's so funny. You know, I've been doing these videos for years. I always know when someone recognizes me because 90% of the time, and you guys have to stop doing this, stop creeping around, peeking. We know that you're, do you ever have that? You feel like you're being watched and it's like, I have to say something.
They're trying to guess if it's you or not. So, you know, they're like, they don't know.
Yeah.
Is that the guy I saw on YouTube, or am I going to be weird right now?
Yeah. But anyways, in this video, what we're going to be sharing is an item that Vinny's going to talk about. I actually bought it for Vinny. I slightly knew what it was, but it was for $12 at Goodwill. At our local Goodwill, matter of fact, right around the corner from this hotel.
It was in this bin.
Oh, you could show it to him right here.
I don't know if you could see that tag, 12.
Yeah, that bin was marked at $12, and I called Vinny up, and matter of fact, that day, we have a bunch of stuff we're gonna share with you from a thrift haul at Goodwill that I purchased, and I gave to my buddy Vinny, just because that's what friends do, right? And we're gonna share how this is gonna sell for about $100, maybe a little more, maybe a little less, but only $12. So Vinny, what do we have on this table?
Well, I think most people know about Dora Explorer. They just had a live action movie come out. These are the toys. These are from the early 2000s. And it went along with the TV show. And Mattel made these. And this is Dora's dollhouse. And Steve found a little mini jackpot with most of the accessories and most of the dolls, and I think actually almost all the dolls that originally came are in here.
So these are all the accessories right on the table right here, which
yeah,
we
you got
have.
couch, toilet. That's the most important part when you're buying a dollhouse.
The accessories are?
Yeah, I mean most dollhouses, bigger ones, will probably, like if you're going to Savers, Goodwills, and thrift stores, you'll probably be able to at least double or triple your money if they're like $6, $7, $10 sometimes. Like dollhouses are big with girls. So, but if you find the dollhouses with parts inside them, it's even more. Like now the value starts going. Now you're talking about some serious cash.
So parts could include
Furniture,
the
characters,
furniture. Is this a pool or a hot tub?
That
What
is a pool.
I don't know.
It's a small pool. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's one of the most important parts that attaches to this, because that actually is battery operated and it makes noises and sounds, and this dollhouse is battery operated, so it talks. So you're going to have batteries, and you're going to have to test it. That's the only thing with.
So for something like this, you're gonna put batteries in and you're gonna test, because
course, yeah.
If you don't tell them in the listing that it's been tested, then you're probably gonna get much less, I'm assuming, or a ton of questions.
And you can kind of make an assumption by the way you see your items, by how everything was taken care of. Like this looks in very good condition. It wasn't written on, it wasn't scratched up too much, it wasn't moved around a lot. The characters are almost untouched.
Oh, these go down too.
So this is in very good condition. So just knowing that, I know that they probably didn't abuse it at all. So I'm taking a strong guess that this is going to be working. I'm pretty sure it's going to work.
Yeah, that's interesting. Even touching on what you're saying, with any product in general, but especially toys, you can tell a lot about just overall if pieces are going to be missing, or like the overall condition of it, just based on little signs, writing, you know, a lot of times too, if there was writing or like, even if there was weird odors or there was like dirt all over it, there's a good chance like parts are going to be missing, things could be mixed in. I don't know. It's just something I've noticed.
And I'll give an example. Like, there are some exceptions. Like, 2 days ago, I went into Savers, and there was a Fisher-Price dollhouse from, again, the early 2000s.
Yep.
Actually, I think it was 1990s. It was a Loving Family dollhouse, and it was dirty. It had dust, it had dirt, it had some marks on the side, crayon marks, so it wasn't like marker or anything. But I noticed inside, enclosed in it, was furniture, dolls. So just the furniture and dolls, if that set I wasn't able to clean it and I had to junk it, just the furniture and dolls would have covered me. So I picked it up. Even though it was disgusting and stuff like that, it had all the pieces in it, and the pieces were fine. So it was just kind of the outside that got a little messed up.
So let's talk a little bit about, for the viewers out there who are going to thrift stores or garage sales or even, I mean, locally, right? Craigslist, Nextdoor app, all these different places you can find stuff like this. How does somebody go about, like, first of all, identifying it and then analyzing it? Because that's the whole thing with reselling. You're finding undervalued items that have enough profit that after shipping, after fees, it's worth your time. So
Yeah.
how do you go about analyzing this?
So first you have to educate yourself. That's number one. Like, if you want to make money, you have to invest in yourself, whether that be picking up a guide or researching on the eBay sold listings, or even you can even type in a description of these things and go to Google Images and see if you can find them. But the number one thing is you have to like know what they look like.
Yeah, you have to identify it. So what I usually do, because I'm not like the ultimate toy master, right? I've done a ton of videos with Vinny, and we have the guides as well. We actually created a new guide called Toy Treasures. I'll put a link down below, but that's, I believe, what, 37 or 47 of your top
37.
toys that you've been doing really well with in 2020, 2021, and beyond. So check that out. But when I come across something like this, I try to find like characteristics that I could type into eBay, right? So, you know, I could find the brand, right? Dora Explorer, right?
I mean, you know, you can even see
Dollhouse.
There's
You
Dora.
look around.
You know what Dora looks like. I mean, most people are gonna know what Dora looks like.
But there's so many different things. You have to type in and you have to add keywords.
Yeah.
And look on the sold listings to try to find the exact one, because there could be different dollhouses, different versions, different colors, different years, ones that are out of production, one that could be super rare that could make all the difference in the world. So for someone like me, I'm just trying to type in like key identifiers to find it, like on Google or on eBay. And then once I find it, now I could type in the real search term that people are looking for to find the solds.
Yeah, that's a very good point. That's what I had to do at first. Like, now we call me the toy master. I've been doing this for 5 years now, and at first I had to do that. I had to learn what these things were. Like, I knew what Dora was, but to understand what this was, I had to look at the listings. To understand that that pool comes with this, I found that pool by itself one time, and it sold for $20. And now I learned that it goes with this. I've actually sold this dollhouse 3 times before in 5 years. Yes, once with nothing, once with the pool, and once with some figures and some furniture. But this is the most complete I've ever bought this, and it's going to be the most complete I ever sold this. So those were ranging from the one that was just by itself to $20 plus shipping, to the one with some figures I got 70 or 80. So like, it all depends.
Is it really worth your time though to sell something like this for 12, for 100 after, like, does that include shipping? Is shipping on top of it? Like, how long is it going to take to box
Okay, here's a
it?
tip for anybody. Anything over 2 pounds, I include the shipping. And
Like on top.
on top of the item, on top of what I'm asking for the item, I include the shipping. But you also have to price in your shipping with how much the set is selling for. Because if it's selling for 100 shipped, what that means it's 100 complete, like free shipping, or $80 plus $20 shipping. Like, you have to match that price. I can't put mine for 100 and then put $20 shipping.
The market's not calling for it.
Exactly. So you have to find the right price, and then however you want to do it, you have to price it in that price. You can do free shipping at 100. You can do $80 plus $20 shipping, or whatever the pounds are weight. So yeah, and then this is kind of bigger. A new thing with USPS that I want to talk about, since we're talking about dollhouses, as far as the shipping goes, you are now going to have to measure your items.
Like the size of the box?
The size of the box that you put it in. Because if it goes over 12 inches or 14 inches, and by 14, like if it goes over that initial threshold, the prices are going to be jacked up, especially if they're going farther out.
They're considering it like oversized?
Yeah, they consider it an oversized package. So for this would be an oversized package. Somebody who's going to buy this off of me is going to have to pay at least $20 to $30 shipping because of the post office. Not because of me, it's because of the post office, because that's what I'm paying for it. So you just got to factor in your shipping with your stuff too. You know, you have to factor in everything.
Gotcha.
This is a business at the end of the day.
Yeah, for sure. So you think you're going to get, what, about $100 for this plus shipping?
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do.
Yeah.
I'll get it. I'll prove it if you want me to.
We'll have to do a part 2 of this video.
Yeah.
But yeah, we just want to share this this cool find. We have a bunch of stuff that I'm actually proud to say that I picked up for Vinny, and we'll see if I did well or not. So how would you grade me on this? You know,
Steve, this is a jackpot. If you just found the house, I'd be like, leave it. It's too big and bulky.
Was this in Toy Treasures or any of the guides that we've created?
No, it is not.
Really?
So we're getting an extra one here. Yeah, there's just so many toys. Like, there's some I forget, there's some I leave out.
Yeah.
It's just how it's gonna go. So you guys got a bonus toy here that you don't have to buy the books to find out.
So if you want to learn more about toys, study the sold listings, start looking things up at the thrift stores, and also be sure to check out some of Vinny's guides. You know, I've been a big proponent of promoting his guides. They're really good. Toy Treasures, Top Secret Toys, Toy Brand Profits, and even Toys Exposed. We have 4 guides that Vinny's created over the years, sharing hundreds.
You could literally do this. Like, you went into Goodwill. Dude, how much did you spend? It was 42, right?
Yeah.
You got like $300 to resell.
Keep watching. If you're not subscribed, keep watching, because we've got some good stuff. But if you want to learn how to do this, check out the guides down below. I'll put some discount codes so you can get them. I don't know, we'll put a promotion on it, 25% or something off for anyone who wants to read them and then, you know, obviously take things to the next level. And I believe we have a 30-day money back on those as well. So feel free to try them. If you don't like it, get your money back. But at the end of the day, don't pass up toys. These are some of the types of items that people aren't going after. People are going after clothing. They're going after shoes. They're going after books. They're going after board games, CDs, DVDs. People know about this. But toys take a little bit more knowledge. So knowledge yourself up and go out there. And with that being said, we'll see you in the next video. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe. And any final words?
Just showcase these guys. These are the mom, dad, grandma, little baby girl,
we got the
Dora.
whole family.
There you go. We're gonna play with them for real quick. See you guys.
See ya. Bye.